Good morning, YouTube land. We're here at my house, and there's the back of Ronnie. He's hanging over my RX7, wishing he had something that was rotary, wishing he had a big money pit. Oh wait, he does. It's a nice day. We're going to be putting cooling fans on the radiator today, and hopefully we can mock up some V-mount and get that mounted. What do you think the odds are? We got a few hours.
I think we got some time. But like you mentioned about like money pits, I just like realized like we're having a competition of who has the least reliable car.
Yeah, we certainly are. I never realized that before, but yeah, between Ronnie's STI and my RX7, oh my goodness, I wonder who's going to blow it up first. I will say that my engine is completely unbuilt. It's completely factory, and Ronnie's has been built quite significantly. So I think he's in the lead as far as that goes. Let's get started. So I got these fans off of Amazon. They will fit on my radiator and they move air. That was really the only requirement I had for fans for the RX7. But they came with these cute little installation kits too, so +1 for that. I don't even know what some of these things are, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Alright, so here's one fan. It's not completely mounted yet, but it looks like the hardware that it came with is pretty nifty. It's got these little long things, like almost like zip ties. They look like this right here. And they push through. And what goes on the other side? Is there some sort of like lock? Aha! They have this that pushes down on the other side. That kind of locks them down. Let me get on the top side and we'll see. Look at that. There it is, right there. All locked down, and then we just cut that off and it should be good to go, right?
Yeah, this isn't tight yet because you were still putting the pads on, so I didn't tighten it up. But
okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple.
Awesome.
Is that the right way?
Yeah. Look at this pro install. My goodness. Looks so good. My daggum Amazon fans. Hardware is good. They got little pigtails on them. We got them going over toward the where the Haltech will come through on the firewall. Let's look at the top up here. Alright, right on. Alright, I'm going to try to wire them through some relays so the Haltech can actually control the fans. We'll see how that goes.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we get to the wiring, I'm going to go ahead and make some V-mount ducting. Just something to keep the air from going around my radiator and intercooler. Hopefully we can direct this air up through them and it'll be enough cooling. I got this metal over here and this cardboard, and I'll make a template with cardboard and then I'm going to cut it out of metal. I'm using pretty thin steel, so it shouldn't be too heavy. But I gotta get in here and do some measuring, get to do some drawing. Levi's down here getting down with the intercooler ducting.
I don't have a screwdriver, buddy.
Anyways, we found the big areas where we need to cover. One is right here to keep air escaping through there. The other is the big hole back here. We got to put something across there, and then on top we got to make some sort of panel to go across here to keep air from slipping through the top. I think we got this one figured out. We're gonna put this right in here, not cardboard obviously, but it should be able to bolt to that bolt right back there, and then to the frame right here. That's a pretty small piece, and just flip it over for the other side.
So I came over today. Beau told me yesterday, he's like, come over at 8. I'm going to have everything ready to go. It'll be real quick. We'll get it done fast. Not that I have a problem with shooting, but with Levi, it makes it a little bit hard to like go to people's houses and do stuff. Anyways, so I get here, and he has this piece of metal, right? And I'm like, Beau, how are we going to cut that? You want to know what he told me? A Dremel. So I told him, I was like, look, draw it out, and we'll go to the house and use the plasma cutter. So that's what we're going to do, no Dremel. Then, on top of that, so I just picked up the camera. I haven't shot it all today. It's all been Beau. The camera's been on landscape mode the whole time.
Hey, I'm prepared, man. I'm ready. You talking bad about me makes it very hard to trace down here.
It's like day one all over again. On the concrete, Beau?
What? Yeah, I'm gonna cut that piece of the concrete out and use that for the V-mount also. It'll be good for, you know, lightness. Alright, so. It's ridiculous how custom this stuff has to be. Like, I assume everybody's intercooler and everybody's radiator ends up in a different place. So these holes are really weird shapes. I mean, we're gonna get it done, but just taking some finagling here. Scissors over there. You want to just throw them at your face?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
This type of stuff is so much easier with two brains. I mean, even if they're two like half brains, this is so much easier. Side note, this is a good way to get free work done in your car. Be like, hey Beau, hey Ronnie, let's start a YouTube channel. Okay Ronnie, come over and work on my cars all the time.
I like that.
We get it all clamped down. I'm about to do some cutting on the trusty old plasma table. Back over at my house. Ronnie had to stay at his house because Levi needed a nap. I think they were going to eat lunch and get a nap, so I took it upon myself to get some lunch at the always tasty Taco Bell. Let's see. We did some plasma cutting, and we've got our pieces down here. They came out a little rough around the edges. I wasn't using a guide for the plasma cutter, so they just came out a little wobbly, a little rough. Whatever, they'll work. I don't need it to be pretty, I just need it to block air, and that's what it's going to do. So let's see if we can make them fit. I'm not exactly sure how airtight this ducting needs to be, but once we get it running, we will see if we have any cooling issues, and we'll go from there. I guess I can always, I don't know, put something, like wedge some sort of foam in here to keep the air from bypassing that way, but it's such a small gap, I can't believe it would make a huge difference. But like I said, we'll see. The panels on top are definitely proving to be a bit trickier, but with a little bending and a little cutting, I was able to get it pretty good. I had to pull out the, oh there it is, the trusty Dremel tool. But yeah, I've got some bolt holes under here that I'm going to attach it to. And then I made a tab that runs up to this bolt right here. That should do pretty good. Definitely keep a lot of air from coming up through here. Still got to do this one. But I'm going to do some drilling and some bolting, and hopefully that one will get done. These corner pieces are turning out real weird, but they have to fit in these odd spaces. Like this is where it's going. Right here to cover up that hole. And it doesn't quite cover up the whole thing, but it'll cover up most of it. So, well, here's the big unveiling of my V-mount ductwork that I made. I have these cooling panels right here. They keep all the air from coming through these holes, and they turn out pretty good. These are actually probably my favorite part of what I did, just because they turn out so well. They're not exactly professional grade, but you know, if they work, who gives a crap? I've got these two little side panels, one right here and one right there. And then up in there, you can see where I've closed off a good bit of that hole, and over here as well. I made these little corner boxes for the back, right there, and right there. Do they fit perfect? Absolutely not. Will they work? Probably a little bit. This one's not secured down yet, but I plan to work on that tomorrow. But this is pretty much it for today. They are steel, so I'm going to have to pull them off and paint them. I don't know if I'm going to paint them a color, or I might even, I don't know, sticker bomb or something neat. But I at least have to paint them black or primer or something, just to keep them from rusting. But yeah, that's it for today. I hate that Ronnie couldn't be here to finish off the video, but you know, when you got kids, right? Anyways, we'll see y'all later.